Hi, my name is Roger Forrest Lacandro. I typically go by my middle name Forrest though because Roger is a family name and 3 or more people named Roger just starts to be a mess. So this is a video to introduce myself, who I am, maybe a little bit of what I'm about, and some future plans. I'm doing this for 2 reasons. One of them is I'm applying for a job and I want them to be able to have the opportunity to see who I am. The other is we have a really exciting and fun project coming up, which I'll talk about a little bit at the end. So first off, I'd like you to take a little peek around my shop, what I'm working with. I'd like to apologize for the mess. We have a lot going on in my family business right now. So just take a quick look and I'll tell you what's going on and then we'll go from there. So right now there's so much stuff in here. We had an apartment building that had burnt down and we're in the process of renovating that. So a lot of our original business has been on hold and we've been focusing on getting this building going again, which brings up a point I'd like to make. I want to say that my opinion on this channel and these videos is my own, and they do not represent any company that's pictured whatsoever, because there are going to be some times, like in that spin around, where I'm not able to hide any company names. So a little bit about who I am. So I am 22. Yeah, 22. Sorry, it gets a little blurry after 21, but stories for another time. I'm a recent graduate of Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey. I got a BS in economics, surprisingly, which almost doesn't tie into any of my life, except maybe owning a business someday. Future plans, though. So I grew up on a farm. It was more a tree nursery, but we've had beef, cattle, wheat, soybeans. We've done a little bit of everything, but our main push is trees, transplanting trees, excavation, things of that nature. We were actually a really, really big company once upon a time, and right now, like I said, we're focusing on this building, so we've cut back in size a little bit. I have been around large equipment. Being on a farm, I've been around large equipment, trucks, tractors, my entire life, and starting at 10, I was running excavators grading golf courses, so, and not the little mini Kubota ones that look like you should be moving laundry in your room with, but big full-size excavators. So that developed a passion in me to know more about them, to be able to work on them, and I very quickly learned how to do emergency repairs in the field, and that just kept growing and growing, and eventually that got to the point where I was actually fairly competent with equipment repair, and my mind started to branch out a little bit, and I started getting a passion for trucks, cars, making things go faster, even boats a little bit. Basically what you can say about me is anything with an engine that moves, I kind of get a little bit excited about, but even like a chainsaw or a weed whacker still is fun to me. So being at that, I've worked for my family's company for the farm, the tree moving for a long time. But especially while I was in college, I started to branch out a little bit. And even a little earlier, I was working on a dairy farm at one point, helping them fix stuff and milking cows at 4 in the morning. That is a wonderful job. But I've got a lot of experience. Pep Boys might not be the best repair shop in the world, but I learned a lot there, and I worked there for 2 years. I've worked at a lot of repair shops, and I left this out before, but earlier on, we had changed houses when I was about 15, 14, and my neighbor was an X-Ford diesel mechanic, so I spent time with him doing head gaskets on 6 liters, cab offs. There was a lot of stuff going on around there. So I don't have any, this is going to be my first video series. I've never done stuff like this before. You're all going to get to watch me learn how to do some of this. You're going to see some changes in equipment. We're working with a camera right now, not even a camcorder, but that's okay. That actually comes from some of my side interests I developed in high school, college, because cars are expensive. There's no way around that. Even to just keep something on the road stock, but who wants stock? Nothing aftermarket is cheap. So I started to develop a couple little extra passions into photography, leatherworking, occasional competition target shooting, but really I love working on vehicles, equipment. I enjoy it. It's the final product is always fun for me, and that's another reason that I guess that's the third kind of personal reason that I'm starting this video. So the second reason is we got a project coming up, and we are going to be developing a Mad Max-esque vehicle. And I made this on CAD just screwing around one day. You can tell that something's a lot longer on this truck. We're planning to do a twin diesel engine tandem, and we're most likely going to make it 6-wheel drive, but there's a lot of things that'll come in the future, and we got a lot of work to do. We got to start. I have a truck frame ready to go. We got to strip everything off of it, but that'll be coming in the future, and it's going to be fun. Come follow us for more.